This is the part 1 video. If you're watching part 2, first see the part 1 video and start the part 2 video. So, subscribe my channel. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Future Intelligence Technology. Okay guys, today I'm going to tell you about the artificial intelligence in medical field. So let's start into the video. Before starting this video, just like, share and subscribe. So let's start into the video. Artificial intelligence was found as an academic discipline in 1955 and in the years since has experienced several waves of optimism followed by disappointment and the loss of funding known as AI winter, followed by new approaches, success and renewed funding for most of its history. AI research has been divided into subfields that often fail to communicate with each other. These subfields are based on technical considerations such as particular goals, example robotics or machine learning, the use of particular tools, logic or artificial neural networks, or deep philosophical differences. Subfields have also been based on social factors, particular institutions, or the work of particular researchers. So let's start into the new robotic surgeons missions. I'm going to tell you about surgical robot. So first is Dan Vinci. It is unthinkable but true. More than 250,000 people die in the US each year for medical errors, some of which are likely preventable. While this is a broad category encompassing a range of different problems, it is certainly true that the more control surgeons have in their operations, the better. The Dan Vinci surgical system, a multiple armed wonder bot, is being used to reduce surgical errors and make surgery less invasive for thousands of patients. The dynamic surgical system gives surgeons more precise control for a range of procedures using the magnified 3D high definition vision and controls that the shaft to the surgeon wish. And hands. The dynamic system makes tiny exact incisions. Zero zapping robot. Along with minimizing medical and surgical errors, hospital-acquired infections (HAIs) are another widespread problem in healthcare that could be improved with robots. The CDC reported that there were 722,000 HAIs in US occur because hospitals can't always clean rooms with 100% sterility between patients, whether due to time constraints or the simple invisible of germs. Whatever the reason, patients who are already incompetent are more susceptible to bacterial infection. To combat the elemental problem, Paro is a therapeutic robot. Unlike the first two robots, this one is not designed to save lives per se, but to improve quality of life during recovery from surgery or treatment. For dyslexia or other mental illness, the Parotherapeutic robot is an interactive device that looks like a baby hornable seal and is designed to provide the benefits of animal therapy without relying on live animals. Animal therapy is a common tool for easing patient stress, but there are not always trained animals available to satisfy current needs. Friends, animals like Paro fits the bill. Paro is used extensively with elderly patients with dementia and has been proved to reduce stress and provide comfort to anxious patients for small kids. CyberKnife. The CyberKnife is a robotic surgery system that delivers radiation therapy to tumors with sub-millimeter precision. Invented in the 1990s, the CyberKnife system is now being used to treat cancer. Hospitals and treatment centers all over the US, not a knife per se. The system is a radiation source mounted on a robot which allows for targeted beam of radiotherapy that manifests and adapts quickly. It can deliver radiation to a tumor, malignant or being, repositioning itself at many minutely in different angles to target the tumor from all sides without having to reposition the patient. Cybernetics was allowed for treatment of tumors in areas of the body that were only surgical complex to operate on. Tittak. You must never think about it, but transporting supplies, meals, and other materials around the hospital is a drag on efficiency. An estimate shows that a typically 200-bed hospital moves meals, mainly lab samples, waste, and other items, the equivalent of 53 miles per day. Enter Thug, an autonomous mobile robot developed by Athon to ferry supplies to where they are needed, freeing employees from heavy physical load and allowing them to focus on patient care. When the University of California San Francisco Medical Center at Mission Bay opened in 2005, it rolled out 25 Thug robots to improve their transmission operations. They are programmed with the hospital's flow plan. This is the topic today we have thought. So today I'm going to tell you about more about artificial intelligence. The traditional problems or goals of AI research include reasoning, knowledge, representation, planning, learning, natural language processing, prescription, and the ability to move and manipulate objects. General intelligence is among the field's long-term goals. Approaches include statistical methods, computational intelligence, and traditional symbolic AI. Many tools are used in AI, including versions of search and mathematical optimism, artificial neural networks, and methods based on statistics, probability, and economics. AI draws upon computer science, information engineering, mathematics, psychology, linguistics, psychology, and many other fields. The field was founded on the assumption that human intelligence can be so precisely described that a machine can be made to simulate it. This raises philosophical arguments about the nature of the mind and the ethics of creating artificial tools. So thank you. This is the video of this today.